brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, we all like festivals. It's a time for us to come together, to share each other, and to share our joys, our things, and everything with our relatives. The same way, there were three important festivals in the Jewish culture. And that is the time thousands of people rushed to the Jerusalem temple for the worship, for the festival celebrations. And the three important festivals are Pentecost, Passover festival, and Tabernacles or Booth festivals. And among all these three important festivals, Passover festival was considered to be something important, and thousands of people flocked towards Jerusalem for celebration of these festivals. There are two reasons for this. Number one, the book of Exodus we read, God says, all the people, man flock, thrice in a year must appear to celebrate the festivals in honor of God. That's the one reason. And much more, why people come to celebrate the Passover is this one. During the time of struggle, when the man flock of Israel were struggling for their life during the plague, God passed over them and saved them, protected them. So these people are sign of the love, gratitude towards God. They come to Jerusalem for celebrating these important three festivals. And the same way, and Jesus, today's gospel, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, goes to Jerusalem for the celebration of the Passover festivals. And when Jesus goes, he takes disciples with him. And that's a festival time. The Roman governors and the chief priests and the important leaders of the society take care of these festivals. And when Jesus appeared there, these people started to raise a question against Jesus, because Jesus was preaching there. Jesus spoke with authority. And these elders of the society, the leaders of the church society, the governors raised a question against Jesus, against the authority of Jesus Christ. And that is the background. And Jesus puts a parable, the parable of tenants. And this parable is to say who is Jesus and what he is going to do and what is his mission for the people of Israel. And this is a reason why Jesus says a parable to them. This is a simple parable Jesus is trying to put. It's not much complicated. It's easy for all of us to understand. So he says, there is a landowner. He gives his vineyard for the lease. When the time comes for him to get what he deserves, he sends the workers. And these tenants catch them, beat them, kill them. Again sends some more, same condition. Finally he sends his own son, the same condition. They beat him, catch him, beat him and kill him. And this simple parable symbolizes so much for us, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. This is a parable to indicate Jesus is going to die for us. In this parable, a lot of symbols are used. And each symbol and sign signifies God's working hand towards the salvation of the humanity. The landowner represents God himself. The servants represent prophets. And finally, the Son represents his Son Jesus Christ. And this story simplifies to say that the salvation history of God for the humanity. God loved the world. When these people sin against God, when people never understood God's power, when people never understood who is God, when people start sin against God, then you see we can read God sends the prophets. Prophets are the one bringing God's message to the people. And they say, this is how you are supposed to be. This is how you are supposed to be. Not to sin, not to do any harm to anybody, But these people of Israel never listened to the prophets. Again, they caught the prophets and killed them. Finally, God sending so many prophets. We read in the book of John chapter 3 verse 16. God loved the world so much. Finally, he decided to send his only son. And those who believe in him will have eternal life. And God sent his only son. And Jesus Christ, our master, remained with us for 3 years. Did great miracles for us. Finally, he emptied himself in order to give a salvation for all of us. This is a salvation history being revealed in the gospel by Jesus himself. Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, similar thing we can see in the first reading. Prophet Isaiah is lamenting over the people of Judah for sinning against God. Parable, there is a similar parable in the first reading. Same, there's a beautiful vineyard and beautifully done. It's beautifully fenced. Watchtower is built. And when the time comes for protection, there comes a wild grapes which is used for nothing. It is a spoiled one. Same way, the prophet Isaiah is raising a question to the people of Judah. Why have you sinned against God? God has made you. God has done everything for you. And you, instead of producing good fruits for God and for the other, you have produced very bad fruits. So lamenting prophet Isaiah to the people of Judah. And the second reading we see what we are supposed to do. St. Paul writes to Philippians and says, all of you brothers and sisters, let your life be settled with the prayer and supplication. With the prayer and supplication, let you have a life. It's a prayer that should motivate you. It's a prayer that should give you life. It's a prayer that should activate your life. With this prayer, you live your life that gives a meaningful to you. As dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, so when God has done everything for us, when he has given a salvation for us, when he is with us, when he has done everything possible for us, we need to do something. St. Paul in the second reading says that we should have a heart that filled with prayerful supplications. Depending on God, we need to depend on God. We need to pray to God. We need to raise our voices before the God. We need to depend on God for everything. That's how we can receive the salvation which is given by God. We can be able to enjoy the life that is given by God. Let's all pray for that grace. Let's ask the grace of God to have complete depend on God for everything. And thus live a holy and happy life. So may God bless you.